The Other Simenon, The Confessional by Georges Simenon, dramatised for radio by Ronald Frame.
It was 1966. I lived with my parents in Cannes. That day, in nearby Nice, I just happened to be passing the college she went to.
Andre!
Francine! Hello there!
Serendipity. Hi. I suggested we head for a cafe.
Right, Francine. What'll you have? You decided?
What are you having?
A chocolate milkshake.
Really?
A big glass of milk with a double helping of chocolate ice cream. Yeah, that's the mixer. There, see? They do the milk cold here. That's just how it should be.
Is it nice?
Depends on your taste. I like it.
You've persuaded me, Andre. I'll have the same.
I can remember how the ice cream would sink into the milk, and how the colour of the milk would change. I didn't like wine or spirits, but I was a fiend for those milkshakes.
You haven't told me why you're in Nice, Andre.
Oh, I've got my exams next month. I came to have a look at the lycée where they're holding them.
Ah.
Have you got exams too?
Not until July.
And after that?
Well, I've got another year here, and then I'll be 18. I'm very old, compared to you.
There's only 6 months in it, Francine. Is it hard work?
Not awfully. Not like school. It's a mix of secretarial and language here. I couldn't keep up at school. I'm not clever. Not like you.
I don't know where you got that idea.
It's funny.
What is?
We've only met those 2 times because of our parents, but I feel I can speak to you.
Do you?
I mean, talk.
Yes.
Do you have a lot of friends?
Me? No, just school pals.
Do you see much of them?
Only at school.
Don't you ever go out with them?
Hardly ever.
Why not?
Oh, don't know. I don't want to. What about you?
I sometimes go to a film with my mother.
Don't you ever go out alone in the evenings?
Oh, my father wouldn't approve. Neither would my mother, for that matter. We're rather old-fashioned in my family. Are your parents strict?
No.
Do they let you do whatever you like?
I think so. They don't bother much about my comings and goings.
Well, can you stay out as long as you like?
I've got a key.
Here they come.
What?
It's the waiter with our milkshakes. Oh, I will never drink all that. What's so funny?
You. I'll never drink all that, you said, and then you were finished first.
Andre?
What is it?
Isn't that your mother over there?
Where?
On the pavement, coming out of that yellow house.
It was her. Her blonde hair. Her way of walking very purposefully. Her Chanel suit, the colour of the material, old rose.
Do you think she saw us?
No, she wasn't looking. She seemed to be in a hurry. Would you rather she didn't see us together?
I don't care.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
It was her red convertible, all right. She got in, pulled on her gloves, slammed the door. As she started the engine, she looked in the driving mirror. She would have been able to see me.
Home's this way? You remember?
Yes, I remember. I'll go get my motorbike.
Goodbye, Andre. Thanks for the milkshake.
Goodbye, Francine.
Safe home.
I watched Francine walk away. I waited until she'd turned the corner. Then, I couldn't help myself. I went back to the Rue Voltaire. The passage leading to a stone staircase was the same yellow as the house front, only dirtier. On the wall, someone had painted in brown letters, "Furnished rooms. Inquire on 2nd floor."
Are you ready for the fish now?
Yes, we are, Noemi.
What did you do this afternoon, Andre?
Me? I went to Nice on my motorbike. I wanted to see the school where I'll be taking my exams.
And?
Well, it's a great barn of a place, not nearly as nice as ours.
How did it go, José?
I'm sorry?
But you were going to Rocheville. Your dressmakers.
If she hadn't made a thing of it earlier, needing the car so she could go see Madame Janet for a fitting. If she had said nothing earlier, she might have had shopping to do in Nice, or gone to visit a friend. She had seen me in the driving mirror. Hadn't she?
Are you going out again, Andre?
No, Maman.
And you, Lucien?
No, I think I'll go and work. When we've finished, I've got some inlays and bridges for tomorrow.
I don't know why you don't use technicians. They could do the ceramic work for you.
And what else would I do? Watch television? Oh, I like to know what I'm working with.
More coffee, Andre?
No, thanks.
Your father's so conscientious in that workshop of his.
I'll go inside now.
What?
Well, that's me off. I'm going upstairs to my room.
Don't you think you're being terribly selfish?
Why do you think I'm selfish?
Because you only think of yourself. And you do just what you've decided to do without ever considering whether it might be awkward for other people.
Well, aren't all teenagers like that?
Not at all. I've known some who
Don't
aren't.
they need their own life? They're not selfish. They just become copies of their parents or their teachers.
And you don't want to be like us.
Like who? Like you or like Papa?
Like either of us.
I've got some things in common with you, I suppose.
I'll take that as a compliment, shall I?
Am I interrupting you, Andre?
I've stopped working now. Finito.
Have you had a good day?
Not bad.
Can I sit down?
Yes.
Did you meet anybody in Nice?
I met Francine.
Francine
Boisdieu.
Boisdieu. Yeah, till we invited them here last winter, then 3 weeks ago at their place, I don't think I'd seen her since she was a toddler.
No?
It's odd because her father and I were once very close friends. He was the son of a country doctor, and when his father died, he was left penniless. He shared my room at home for several months. Well, there's a bit more to it.
There is?
It was just as Edgar and I were finishing our prelims. A telegram told him his father had been found dead, hanging from an apple tree in his orchard. Nobody ever found out why. Edgar himself told me it's often so with people who hang themselves. Unlike most suicides, they're likely not to leave a note to explain their decision. I've often wondered if it's the reason why Edgar went on to specialise in neurology rather than some other branch. Am I bothering you?
No, Papa.
Edgar told me that she's like her mother in character.
Francine?
Yes. Colette's father, Francine's grandfather, Professor Venn, he's the best neurologist in France. Did you hear something?
No.
Downstairs. I thought that was the front door.
Did Maman decide to go out after all, after dinner?
Yeah, so she went out, yes, to see Natasha.
Oh.
What was I saying? No, I hadn't seen Edgar for 20 years. I didn't know he and Colette were married. Certainly, when we were all students together, he wasn't interested in her then. Now, 6 months ago, I had no idea they were living in Nice. I'm all of 20 miles away. Well, you're longing to be left on your own.
Oh, no. Why didn't he stay in Paris, Francine's father?
Oh, for one thing, so he couldn't be accused of owing his position to his marriage. Also, he's got a tough nature. He's outspoken, and that wouldn't have gone down well in official circles.
I suppose not.
A practice suits him better than a big hospital. No, he's a good fellow. I think he's happy. As happy as any human being ever is. I'm taking up all your time.
I was just going to head to bed.
Well, I expect Francine adores her mother.
Mostly she's talked to me about her father. She's taking shorthand and typing because she wants to become his secretary.
Does she?
Well, she'd rather have studied medicine and become his assistant, but she's got it into her head that she's not clever enough. She says it's hard for her to study.
Her mother was a brilliant creature. She could have made a career for herself. It was her choice to stay at home and look after her children. And Edgar, of course. I hope she's happy too. Now, that time, I'm sure I heard the door.
Maman?
Yes. She must be back now.
She's come back.
You want to see Madame Jeanne?
Yes, please.
Come in.
I had returned to the yellow house. The apartment smelled musty inside. I was shown into a little parlour with overstuffed furniture and drawn Venetian blinds. In one corner was a bar. Silk dolls sat on the armchairs. Someone was vacuuming where I couldn't see.
You're alone.
I beg your pardon?
I was being studied by a very small, very fat woman. Her face might have been pretty once. Now, it was as white as a full moon, as if she had never been exposed to sunlight or fresh air.
I've never seen you before, have I?
I haven't been here before, no.
Who sent you?
Somebody I met in a cafe in Cannes.
In Cannes? What was his name?
The others, they called him Tony. I don't know his name.
And he gave you my address. What exactly did he tell you, and why have you come alone?
Because it's like this, madame.
What can I offer you?
Oh, nothing, thank you.
It's a bit early, but I bet you don't drink anyway.
No, I don't.
And I bet you've never been in a place like this before either.
No. I saw somebody I know come out of here.
A girl?
A woman.
The house isn't what you think. I don't hold it against you. I can't pretend things weren't different a few years back. Since then, they've tightened up the regulations. It doesn't matter to me if my customers go off after an hour or two, and I don't ask to see their marriage certificates. But you won't find any obliging young ladies here. That's been over and done with a long while.
I see.
So if your woman friend came here, she wouldn't have been on her own, believe me.
Is that you, Andre?
Yes, maman?
Come in and see me. My face is smeared with cream and I look a fright.
Father's late, isn't he?
He called up to say he wouldn't be eating with us. One of his VIP patients is leaving for New York tomorrow morning, 3 days sooner than expected. And his dental plate has to be finished at all costs.
Right.
You hungry?
Yes, I am.
I'll be a few minutes more. Start without me if you like.
It's okay.
I've got to go out, so you'll be alone in the house.
Are you going out with Natasha?
One of her London friends is having a housewarming party at a villa she's rented at La Californie. She can't have her guests to dinner as the place isn't quite ready yet. The party's later, not till 10 o'clock.
Being with Natasha usually meant she had her fill of drink. Natalie, Natasha to her friends. Of Russian origin, possibly. 45 or so. Still attractive, but was said to have been exceptionally beautiful at one time. Now, she was well known even among le jet set of the Côte d'Azur, and among the masseuses and beauticians who kept her supple and slender. No, I had nothing against Natasha. I couldn't care less how often she had been married. I wasn't impressed by all her jewellery, or the size of her duplex apartment. I wasn't concerned about her morality. But still, I resented this woman. She had come to take an increasingly important place in our home, even though she had only been here twice for tea, and dined with us once.
You come and sit beside me, Andre. Or would that be a bore to you?
No, not at all.
What a perfect gallant you have for a son, Jose.
It was only since knowing Natasha that my mother had taken to drink from time to time. The next day would be spent in bed, and she would finally come downstairs looking old and tired.
How am I for time? No, it's all right. Beef this evening, my nostrils tell me. You're impatient.
No, not a bit.
Why don't you sit down? Do you know, Andre, you're very seldom with me and you talk to me less and less.
I have a lot of work, maman. I've just done 2 hours of descriptive geometry, I'm still feeling dazed by it.
Admit that you would rather talk to your father than to me.
Oh, why do you say that?
Only yesterday you spent all evening together.
Papa came to say goodnight and he stayed hardly 10 minutes with me.
Oh, you've no need to make excuses. But at your age, boys, young men, they often prefer each other's company. You don't think me too ugly?
Not at all.
A woman ought to keep her beauty a long time. Not so much for her husband's sake as for her children's. It must be horrid for a boy or girl to see their mother growing old.
You're not old.
You shouldn't have been an only child. It wasn't my fault. I'd have had 6. It was because I wanted to bring you up myself that I gave up studying pharmacy in my 3rd year. My father was so disappointed it almost made him ill. There are so many things that you'll only understand later on.
Hello?
Andre, is that you?
Francine?
Am I disturbing you?
No.
What were you doing?
I was going up to my attic to study.
Oh, study what?
Maths.
Goodness. My terribly intelligent question for you was going to be...
Yes?
How many chocolate milkshakes have you drunk since I last saw you?
Precisely 2.
With 2 scoops of ice cream?
2 scoops in each. What about you?
I was hoping you'd stand me one.
Are you making fun of me?
I wouldn't dream of it.
Do you think my tastes are babyish?
I'm going to confess something far more babyish. Do you know, at my age, I still go to sleep chewing my sheets. Mother says I ruined them.
That's great.
Now you're making fun of me.
No, I'm not.
About that milkshake. That's really why I'm calling you.
It is?
What are you doing tomorrow? About 5 o'clock? You see, I'll be in Cannes.
Two minutes earlier, young man, and you could have dried these dishes for me.
I'm sorry, Noemi. Stuffed cabbage today, is it?
Didn't you ask for it yourself day before yesterday?
Isn't my mother coming down for lunch?
I'd be very surprised if she comes down at all today.
Why not?
She spent all morning being sick, and about 11 she was in such a bad way that, well, I'll tell you, I nearly sent for the doctor.
You mustn't feel resentful towards your mother, Andre.
It's not that, not really.
What then?
It's the way she play acts. She could be on the stage when she talks. I blame that Natasha.
Try to understand that your mother hasn't always had an easy life.
I know.
I have a great deal of work, which has prevented me from spending as much time with her as I'd have liked. And when it would really have suited her to go out and enjoy herself, that was when we didn't have much money. And besides, she had you to look after in the house.
I know.
Now she's got it into her head that it'll soon be too late, and she'll be an old woman. It's a difficult period to live through, even for a man. I don't care for Natasha much either, but...
I know.
Well, I'd better be getting back. Have a good afternoon, son. Any plans?
Yes, I'm going to see Francine.
Francine's a nice girl.
Yes, she is.
Well, will you be home to dinner?
Sure. She goes back to Nice on the 6 o'clock train.
Well, ask her to remember me to her parents.
Oh, look at that yacht.
It's got a crew of 30.
Really?
Not including maids and waiters.
Doesn't it tempt you?
No.
Why not?
Why should it?
No reason.
I don't have any desire to get rich. I'd be scared of wealth.
Okay.
Mind you, I shouldn't like to be poor either. Although...
Go on.
It's hard to explain. I sometimes feel a sort of longing for it. To have no possessions, no commitments, to be bound by nothing and want nothing.
Don't you think you're being a bit...
A bit what?
Literary?
Probably. Would you say your parents are rich?
Not really. My father earns a pretty good living. We're what people call well off.
That's about the limit of my ambition.
Yes?
On condition I'd never become a slave to comfort. and could devote myself to some work that interested me passionately.
My father's passionately interested in his medical work. If he just didn't have so many forms to fill in.
The thing that seems to me most important is freedom. Just as we're free at this moment.
Free?
Yes. Free to stop here or further and not be accountable to anyone.
What would your parents think about that?
They're very wrapped up in themselves.
So they wouldn't notice?
Well, they'd notice if I wasn't there. They need someone to talk to. And how they talk to me and talk.
But don't they talk to each other?
Come on, let's try the beach. Did you tell them at home?
About what?
You know very well, Francine. About seeing my mother on Thursday, leaving into that place, the Yellow House. You said you discussed most things with them.
You won't be angry with me?
I promise.
Yes, I did tell them.
About the Yellow House.
My father pretended he had other things to do.
Well, how did your mother react?
She spoke up in her defence.
How?
She said, people are much too fond of speaking ill of one another.
No, admit it. Your mother detests mine.
She won't pass judgment on her.
Well, all the same, she won't invite us to dinner again. Now that your mother's done her duty, we're quits.
You're wrong.
In what way?
About my mother's reason for not feeling at ease with yours. She admitted that your mother is too lively, too high-strung for her. She always talks in an excited way, and mine...
Do you think I didn't understand?
Why do you speak to me in that tone, Andre?
Come on.
What is it?
Let's go. I promised you.
Promise me what?
A chocolate milkshake.
With 2 scoops of ice cream?
Exactly.
My mother was sunbathing in a cherry red bikini in one of the garden deck chairs. I knew she was waiting for me, and for a moment I thought I'd escaped her.
Andre?
Maman.
You in a hurry?
These days I've got a lot of work.
Well, you'll have all this evening and all Sunday to do it. Have you just come from school?
No, I was seeing Francine.
Again? So, you're dating each other now.
She called me yesterday. She said she was coming to Cannes to see a friend.
My mother had grown very thin in the last 2 or 3 years. Prominent shoulder blades, arms and legs just skin and bone. Her bikini top, under its padding, was almost empty. She had taken to sunbathing in the garden since knowing Natasha, who would spend hours completely naked on the terrace above her apartment.
Oh, you can surely spare me a moment from time to time, can't you? These last few days you seem to have been avoiding me.
No, Maman, my exams.
It is not your exams that prevent you from looking me in the eye. Come and sit down, take a chair.
I sat down on the grass. It embarrassed me she should be wearing so little. Her face was glistening with cream.
Did you and Francine talk about me?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
I suppose Noémie was careful to tell you that I was sick for part of this morning?
Yes.
And your father was specific that I'd been drinking?
He didn't mention it.
That's surprising. He takes every possible opportunity to be alone with you. You're not going to tell me you never talk about me. It's true that I had a few drinks. Because you can't do anything else at a party. I drank far less than most of the guests. Unfortunately, I can't take drink anymore. I spent the morning being sick. So what?
Nothing, Maman.
You are ashamed of me.
Not at all.
No.
Why should I be? It isn't my business.
How long do you think it is since you talked openly to me?
Aren't I always?
Open?
Yes, frank.
Don't try lying to yourself, Andre. In the old days, if you ever got upset or something was worrying you, you told me. It's 2 whole years now since you confided anything to me. You come in and go out, you turn up for meals as if you were a lodger, and then you rush off to shut yourself up in your attic. If you've got anything to say, you speak to your father.
Honestly, Maman...
Why do you try to defend yourself? At your age, it's quite natural, surely. You're getting to be a man, and you're going to feel most at ease with your own sex. You don't look at me as you used to, Andre.
How do you expect me to look at you?
Don't make a joke of it. You understand what I'm saying. I am well aware that I am not a young man's ideal mother.
Oh, Maman...
I wonder if it didn't all start with Natasha. Your father detests her. People in Cannes have given her a bad reputation because she doesn't bother to pretend. I mean, admit that it riles you when I go out with her.
I've never thought about it. I hardly know her.
You see, Andre dear, there are a great many things that children don't know. They imagine that grown-ups do whatever they like.
I don't imagine anything.
Yeah, let me finish, will you? And for once I've got a chance to talk to you. You and your father are quite wrong about Natasha. In spite of appearances, about which she doesn't give a damn, she is an extremely sensitive woman who suffers a great deal.
I kept my eyes fixed on an insect perched on a blade of grass and tried to guess what my mother might be getting at.
Do you know, for instance, that she has a son of 20 by her first husband? She hasn't seen her son for 3 years or had any news. James. He's an undergraduate at Oxford.
Legally, I have had the right to see him every week, and I should be entitled to spend 1 month each year with him. Those were the terms of the divorce, Josie. But I hear nothing from him. I know nothing of his life. Have they brainwashed him with stories about me?
Don't frown at me like that, Andre.
Am I? Frowning?
I'm trying to explain to you. Despite the terms of the divorce, it hasn't stopped the father bringing up James to despise and hate his mother.
I wanted to tell her, Maman, this doesn't have to do with me. I've got my own life to lead. I've got my studies to be getting on with.
People very seldom tell one the truth. They find it far easier to invent stories that show them in a favourable light.
I wanted to say to her, a short while ago I lived through an hour which may turn out to be one of the most important experiences I've had. Finding Francine to confide in, to confess to. Don't spoil it for me. But of course, I said nothing of the sort.
For instance, I'm sure you believe, like everyone else, that your father gave up medicine on my account. I wonder sometimes if he hasn't managed to convince himself that this was the case.
Dad has never told me that.
I had to stop myself from getting up and going back into the house without a word. Oddly enough, I had never felt so sorry for her.
When I knew him in medical school, I was young, full of confidence in life. He was reserved and didn't mix much with other people. Though it's not easy to explain to you what happened. A man, another student, was taking an interest in me. Afterwards I found out, without any shadow of a doubt, that he was really in love with me. He was a year ahead of your father in his studies. Exuberant is the word for him. He was gifted in a great many ways. He played the piano and the guitar. He made up comic songs which went the round of the medical school. I might have married him. I admit that I hesitated, for I was very fond of him. Am I boring you?
No.
It would have come out one day. Oh, your father, he had trouble keeping up with his work, but for Conrad, that was his name, passing exams was child's play. His family owned vineyards too, all very pucker.
Maybe I'd better be going now.
I was very fond of your father. We were good friends, and I wished he hadn't been so shy. I was rather sorry for him too. With his very modest background, and if we just had a little money. Even now, I don't know if he was really in love with me or whether what mattered was getting the better of Conrad.
Maman.
He was able to make me believe that he needed me. And that without me, he'd be incapable of carrying out a career that was too hard for him.
Do you have to do this, Maman?
Do what?
Talk to me like this.
It's time you knew, André. I'm aware of the way you've been looking at me lately, and it is my right to defend myself.
Nobody's attacking you.
I don't care if it upsets you. I want to open your eyes.
I had never seen her so aggressive. And so pitiful at the same time.
I could have chosen between the pair of them. Presumably all women have a touch of the Good Samaritan, for I ended up with the weaker. Your father's a dentist
I
now.
know that.
But you don't know what became of Conrad, do you?
No, I don't. You're going to tell me, though.
He didn't finish his medical studies either. He gave them up at 24 for quite another reason. He was at Cannes last week, and this week he's going to be at Nice and Monte Carlo. He now calls himself Jean. Jean Nival.
Not the singer, Jean Nival.
Yes,
But I've got some of his records upstairs.
I've heard you play them.
Have you been seeing him?
Why do you ask me that?
No reason.
Doesn't matter. What concerns me is that you should know the sort of life I've led with your father.
We can dry off in here.
What a downpour.
There's rain and then there's wet rain.
What'll you drink?
What are you having?
Fruit juice.
Not a milkshake?
They've never heard of them here.
What are you looking at?
Across the road. That poster.
Jean Nival. You've got some of his records, haven't you?
My mother knows him. Can't get away from him.
Has something happened, André? You're not like your usual self.
Tell me honestly, has your father phoned mine?
I don't know. Why should he have phoned him? No, I don't think so.
I'm not so sure.
What makes you say that?
My father knows.
Knows what?
That I've found out about my mother. About her going to the Yellow House.
Why did she go?
She had a rendezvous.
And you believed it was my parents who said something to make him think...
Why not?
Is that how you trust them?
I don't trust anyone any longer. Not your parents, not my own.
What about me?
I wonder.
I don't recognise you, André.
I'm sorry.
What's happened?
I confess, I never spent such a gloomy Sunday. At lunch they must have spoken a dozen words, either to me or Noemi. I felt they were watching me as if I was a judge or something. They were trying to guess my verdict.
Has your father said anything to you, though?
Not much, but it was enough.
Don't be too hard on your mother, Andre. Whatever people may tell you, whatever you may discover.
Why do you think the situation's changed?
Between my father and my mother?
Yes.
Possibly because of me. I just couldn't act naturally after what we discovered last Thursday. Both of them, they could guess I knew. And now it looks as if each of them is trying to win me over.
That is difficult.
Anyway, the awful Sunday. Noemi always goes off to visit her daughter, and we feed ourselves on Sunday evenings. So there were just my parents, in their different bits of the house, and me, studying. Then at 5 o'clock, I had the car go off down the drive. I wondered if they'd gone out together. But when I went down to set the table, about 8:15, there's my father setting the table for me.
I wonder, son, if you and I shouldn't sit down and eat our dinner.
Where is Maman?
She went out, without telling me where she was going.
What time did your mother come home?
About 2 in the morning. The worse for wear, and talking to herself.
Don't talk so loud, José. Why shouldn't I talk so loud? Still in my own home, aren't I? What's that about Andre, did you say? Did I teach him to despise his mother? To be almost afraid of her so that the poor boy hardly dares to look at me?
You still don't know where she went?
Yes, she told me.
When?
That evening, after she tried to sleep it off. I'm not sure my father knew. I don't think he did.
Don't fret, son. No, it wouldn't do for our little difficulties, your mother's and mine, to stop you from passing your exams.
She came upstairs to find me, as if she was wanting to make confession.
What did she tell you?
That she'd been in half the bars in Nice since yesterday afternoon. That she'd spun me a story about Natasha.
She never loved her son. To Natasha, nobody matters except herself. She has no Slav blood. She doesn't belong to a great Russian family. She comes from the suburbs of Paris. Her father was a postman. The brother's still there. He has a cobbler's shop.
I thought she was your friend, Maman.
In reality, she's cold and calculating, Natasha, and there are times when I hate her.
Then why do you see her so often?
She's my refuge. From all the very decent people we know who don't like me. I have a streak of Natasha in me. I have a sort of rage to live.
That's dramatic, isn't it? So, what did you say?
I just let her talk. Even about Conrad Canival.
Who?
A medic she and my father both knew, who had a change of career and became the famous Jean Nival.
The singer? And your mother knows him, you told me.
Yes, knows him well. Very well.
Am I supposed to be thinking what I'm thinking?
About Jean Nival?
He's been doing concerts here.
And we just happened to see my mother leaving the Yellow House.
Did your mother tell you anything else?
Yes. About what my father said to her a month after they were married.
I'd like to ask a favour of you, José. Perhaps it would be better to call it a sacrifice.
Granted in advance, darling.
You know very well that he's in love with you, that he was in love with you before me.
There was never anything between us.
You swore to me that was so, and I'd rather believe you. Nonetheless, I don't like seeing you together almost every day. Maybe I am jealous. What I'm asking of you, José, is to stop meeting him, to break off our relations with him.
Francine?
I'm just thinking. How would I react if my husband said that to me?
Got some things clear from my mother anyway.
I understood. I was not only his wife, I was something that belonged to him. His own private possession. We're strangers, your father and I, living and sleeping together. In spite of it all, I still love him, and I'm sorry for him that he needs to be so jealous. He lacks confidence, and he married me so as not to be alone. He's forgotten that a woman is a female. He hasn't touched me for 4 years.
That was on Monday. Tuesday was another silent day. We all moved about, not making contact. And on Wednesday...
What? What happened?
Monsieur Lucien.
What is it, Noemi?
Madame José has carried her suitcases downstairs herself and gone off in a taxi.
She's what?
This is a madhouse. I can't stay here any longer.
What happened?
My father must just have abandoned his patient and rushed off to the station. Whatever he said must have persuaded her, and they came back to the house together.
You're looking at that poster again. Jean Nival.
Do you think I look like him?
What?
Spot any physical resemblance?
Are you meaning what I think you're meaning?
Yes, but it doesn't matter in the least to me. Come on, we're going.
Oh, has the rain stopped? Do you want to get home?
No. I want to go somewhere they serve chocolate milkshakes. Isn't Maman here?
No, she's gone out to dinner.
With Natasha?
On my advice.
Oh.
Fear not. Sit down, son. Now, I'm sure this evening she'll come back early and everything will be all right. I've never not loved your mother, Andre, but I did so in the wrong way. We were different types. I was quiet, while she overflowed with vitality. That was her attraction for me. But she's never been able to escape as I have. To my office for 10 hours a day, or shutting myself up in a workroom.
Papa.
She was Carnival's mistress. And she never concealed that fact. Nor the fact that there had been others before him.
Do you think you should be telling me this?
Your mother is as she is. She craves attention. She needs to be admired. She plays to the gallery. She denies the harshest truths about herself. If she faced them, she couldn't bear herself any longer.
Papa.
I'm not the monster that you might believe. My crime is that I thought I was capable of changing your mother, of giving her some joy in life. You need your mother. I'm quite sure of that. But you also need to retain a certain affection for your father.
I do, Papa.
Your mother has needed the other men to give her self-confidence. She might have been living with a famous man today, travelling all around the world. The day before yesterday, she packed her cases for Paris to go and get a divorce.
Did she say why?
Why? Because of you. She knew you knew. She was ashamed. You'd seen her in a street in Nice, near a house of assignation, I'm surmising.
Was it Nival? Jean Nival?
No. Oh, no.
It wasn't?
You sound almost disappointed.
Then who was it?
He was a croupier from the casino.
Oh.
Now, she needs your help more than mine, your mother. She knows we're having this conversation, my confessional, while she's with Natasha. I should so like you to show her a little tenderness. Better than I ever could. Not pity, just tenderness.
When he'd gone, I heard a sob from the passage. I felt empty. Empty, but not aimless. My school books were waiting. I had to pass my exams first. It would be time enough then for my adult life to begin.
In The Other Simenon, The Confessional by Georges Simenon, dramatised for radio by Ronald Frame, Mother was played by Hayden Gwynn, Father by Nicholas Farrell, young Andre, Arthur Hughes, older Andre, Carl Prekop, Francine, Joe Woodcock, Noemi, Jane Whittenshaw, and Natasha by Lucy Patterson. Other parts were played by the cast. The Confessional was a BBC Scotland production, produced and directed by David Ian Neville.